Alright guys, it's time to talk about Sonic Labs on the channel, or Phantom as I may interchangeably call this because I'm more used to Phantom of course than Sonic, but this is the new ticker over here, S, and yeah, I have kind of avoided talking about, Phantom or Sonic just for the simple fact that we only have about a month chart here, and so, Sonic has actually been running up quite, a lot lately. And yeah, I mean, you can see here that this is making a little cup. And this is the 4-hour time frame, keep in mind. Now, if we look at it on the daily, it's going to be a little bit more compact cup. But on a 4-hour time frame, it looks like a really nice cup. Now, of course, there are some deviations here, some little ruts and juts and whatever, guys. But a cup will never be perfectly rounded. Now, all we need for Sonic to do is to come up basically to about 81, almost 82 cents, and do something like this. Now, it doesn't have to run exactly along my lines, guys. It can actually have a little bit deeper, ruts and juts, we can call it. But yeah, and basically we're going to need to break 82 cents, and you're going to see it rocket up. But let's take a measurement here. Now, I haven't really measured from about the middle of this cup down. Now, I know this is not a trend line. This is just the easiest way to measure, in my opinion. So let's take this and move this. Let's just say it broke out over here sometime late February. Actually, well, 5 or 6 days here. Now, that target would take Sonic up to about $1.20. Let's just call it $1.20 because this is not perfect, of course. The measurement could even be a little bit lower, could even be a little bit higher. But let's just say $1.20 is the target if we do complete this cup and start to make a handle. So that's very possible. Now let's look at the RSI and just see how much more strength we have in this move, really. Now, 4-hour time frame, it is actually overbought in both, RSI and Stochs. So that is actually not good to see. On the daily time frame, yeah, there's not really much to go off, guys, because again, this is just so new. But RSI is pointed up, and it's getting towards the overbought, territory. But on the Stoch, it looks like it is overbought already. So I don't think there's going to be any weekly. Yeah, there's not enough time frame here for a weekly, Stoch or RSI. So on the hourly, guys, again, overbought on both. Just want to take a look at the 15. Now overbought again here on the RSI. It looks like it may want to curve down or go sideways here for a little bit. But yeah, I would say mostly, guys, if I take in all the information that we have here with the RSI and with the Stoch, guys, now we don't have long-term time frames like, monthly or weekly, really, to work off of. Like you can see, the weekly is not here. The month definitely isn't here because it's barely a month old. So let's get rid of this. And yeah, so basically what I think is going to happen, that we're going to have a little bit of a cool down period, because you can see here it's just been a raging bull basically since the 16th. So for about 3 days it's just kind of raged up. Now this move here kind of looks a little bit similar to this move here. It's maybe on a little bit smaller scale, but you can see it kind of took a break here, moved up, took a break, moved up, took a break, moved up. So I think it's going to take a break, honestly. And then you're going to see this move up. And here is a daily resistance right here at about 78.5 cents, guys. So it's not such a strong resistance like a weekly time frame. But then you have this 4-hour, resistance here. Now that's going to be weaker than a daily resistance, of course. So once we break the daily, I do think we will kind of shoot through this. But yeah, that's my opinion on Sonic there. Now, if we take a look at the tokenomics, max supply is infinite, so not really the best thing. Total supply is 3.175 billion. Circulating is all of this, so you can't really dilute it. I mean, you can, because you don't have a max supply, They can always up that supply, but we just have to kind of wait and see what happens, I guess. Now, all-time high, of course, for this is $1.03, but I think Phantom in the past, I think it was about $3.50, if I remember correctly, guys. Maybe I can even look here. Let's just see if they have the old Phantom chart, or no, I don't think they have. I think they got rid of everything, guys. So anyways, no use in looking for it, but I think if anybody knows, write it in the comments, but I think it was like $3.50 or so. Now, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin, pretty much ranging again, just in this box. We still haven't really left this area, and we do have a green candle today, but yeah, we did manage to close that candle yesterday above 95,170, so that's kind of good to see. Let's see what happens if we can make a push up here to about 98,500. That would be nice. We do need to break through this weekly resistance, soon. So, market cap, guys. We are, yesterday we lost 3.1 trillion, but we are kind of getting a bounce right now. Now, keep in mind, I always say these lines are not perfect, so maybe I could even slightly adjust this. And yeah, maybe, we didn't lose it yesterday. But, I'll just leave it like this for now. And, yeah, we need to get back above 3.12, or 3.1, sorry, we're at 3.12 already. But 3.19 is the next resistance here. And you can see it's kind of held us down for, since the 5th, so that's 2 weeks, actually. Now, market cap without Bitcoin looks a little bit better. We didn't even come close to losing the 1.19 trillion, yesterday. So we did get kind of a bounce off that. And yeah, we have a green candle today. Let's see where we end up, but we need to go up to 1.15 trillion and break that. We've kind of, we did break it, but, only to fall back under it the next day. So basically, again, we've been under that since about February 5th as well. So, dominance. Yesterday was a raging bull, not sure why, but we are kind of getting a red candle, although it did push up earlier today, a little bit higher, but now it is floating on this little line here at 60, what is it? Like 61, I think, 0.05. So let's see if we can break this today. This will be the bottom of this flag. But again, guys, this is going to be a lower high. So you have the high here, then you're going to have a lower high here. And for example, maybe we make another lower high here and, further on. Let's just, for the sake, of this illustration, just say the high could be here and the lower high. So, yeah, just have to wait. But yeah, I do believe this is going to be a lower high in this situation for the dominance. Now, liquidations, guys. There is only 254, almost 55 million in liquidations in the last 24 hours. Mostly longs getting wrecked. Now, if we go to the Bitcoin monthly returns, we are getting a little bit better here. It was minus like 8% or so yesterday. So yeah, we're coming back little by little. Let's see what happens, but let's see, the quarterly returns are up here. Now, Ethereum was like minus 21.2% the other day. And so little by little, Ethereum is getting better, but I can say this is a devastating quarter for Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin quarterly returns still up, almost 2.5%. So that's good to see, but I would like to see a lot more. Now, take a look at the fear and greed, 44 today. Yesterday, 47. Like I said in the videos yesterday, I thought it would go down a little bit. So we are in fear right now, actually. So yeah, I'm actually glad we are in fear because when people fear, that's probably the best time to buy, guys. So let's move to the altcoin season index. We are at a 45 right now. I think yesterday was a 41. Now, earlier today, this was at a 47, so we have, slightly cooled off a little bit today. We are still under these two peaks, basically, where I said that, we probably would maintain once we got above. And for the most part, like I keep saying, guys, we have pretty much maintained these peaks with some dips here and there under it. Now, taking a look at the bull market peak indicators, sell at the top, still 0 from 30, guys. Every day we still have 0 hit. Now, if we had 1 hit, or 2 hits on it, I might start to think, okay, we need to think about selling. But guys, we haven't hit anything yet. So yeah, best one, in my opinion, is Pi Cycle Top Indicator. If I take you there, I can zoom in. We are still not there, guys. We were closer back in, June? And yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, we still have several months, I believe, here, guys. Now, economic calendar. Today, we still have the FOMC meeting minutes. So be ready for that. And that comes out in about 2.5 hours or so. And you never know what you find in the FOMC meeting minutes or what they will show us. But maybe it will shed some light on the inflation and what the, chairman and all these directors believe we should do, or I think like how many votes there were to cut rates and things like this, guys. So let's see what happens. Could be a little bit volatile in about 2.5 hours or so, or 2 hours when you get this video, when I post this. Now, the interest rate cut, guys, 97% still, 97.5%. Believe that we're not going to cut the interest rates. Now, 2.5% believe and they hope that we will. My opinion now, just because we had terrible PPI and CPI numbers this month, well, we're probably not going to get that cut this month, but I still believe we may get 4 cuts. There is still 6 more meetings after this for this year. So, yeah, we may skip even next, in May, maybe even in June. But if things look better, we may cut quarter. Let's see what happens. We're still, we still got time, guys. But for March, we're 1 month away exactly, and not looking too good with the PPI and CPI this month. So anyways, let's take a look at crypto bubbles. Now, a lot of things in the green, but it's easy to be in green when everything was so down, guys. IP, this is a new one. It was listed across many exchanges. Having actually a good day. Kind of, sad. I sold my IP immediately when I got it from the launch pools, but hey, it was like $1.80 or $1.90 when I sold it. I think I last saw it about $2.50 or so today. So, and everything that I got from selling my IP went down. So I would have been better to hold it in this case a little longer, but hey, doesn't matter, guys. I think it's just a bounce before it goes down, because that's usually what these new projects do. They find a bottom before they ever find a top. So anyways, you can see Sonic or Phantom here, 20.5% up. Nice to see a lot of projects. Aptos, Telcoin up pretty good. Sui, finally getting a little bit of a bounce here. HBAR, Render is struggling lately, but it's up almost 4%. So yeah, there's not many reds here. I would say it's about 90%, 85% probably green. But anyways, if you want to stake your coins, now I have put this S here, guys, and I cannot find Sonic Labs, and I even tried to find Phantom, FTM, and it does not show me that. It doesn't take me to Sonic. So I don't know. Probably you just have to manually search each exchange to see where the best staking is for Phantom or Sonic Labs. And anyways, if you want to stake your Bitcoin or something like this, you can go to where I just clicked. It shows you the days that you have to stake, basically, the limits and things that you have in place. Be careful. Do all your research. Don't get locked up too long, because you might not be able to sell when the time comes when you want to sell. So, in that case, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, become a member, guys, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, guys, I mean, this is great for me. I really appreciate everything, and I try to respond to everybody's comments and things. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the engagement with you guys. I do hope to start live streams soon. But yeah, anyways, thanks a lot, guys.